Sup shooters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SB Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from an artist named Ayhan Sahin titled Come and Get Me Now. The words were written by Bernadette O'Reilly and the music written, engineered and mixed by Ayhan Sahin. So switch over to here. We've got a description here. It says, launching right now to the action with a magnetic field and a ball drive, Ayhan Sahin's Come and Get Me Now commands movement from the first moments to a final fade out. And best pop song pop rock genre of September 2020, 2019 Academia Executive Award for Outstanding Creativity, Artistry and Professional Achievement, the Academia Music Awards. Cool, sweet. That sounds really nice. I'm looking forward to listening to this. We've got a music video here, so we're gonna listen to this and we're gonna hear what we think. Let's go. Okay. So apparently this was filmed on a phone camera on Fire Island. I'm liking this guitar work. The kind of sort of the several different guitar tracks, like the clean and then also like the overdriven distorted. The drums are pretty sick as well. Oh. I'm getting a real kind of 80s vibe from this, eh? I don't have another song in me. Come and get me now. That's a shame, because I think this. When did this come out? When did this track come out? Yeah, it came out in 2020, so I'm not surprised. 2020 was a pretty brutal year for musicians. If there's anything in regards to that, I would not be surprised if this is saying, hey, I haven't got anything more to give. I'm liking this really interesting vocal panning. Sometimes he's on the left, sometimes he's on the right, but he's there at the main time and he's playing around with he's keeping it interesting in terms of his engineering and panning and all that. That woodwind kind of flute, that bom ba bom ba bom, is a nice melody and it sits neatly in amongst the rest of the instruments. I'm really intrigued by this. There's so much going on here, and it doesn't feel like a minute has passed. Wow, he really reached those highs then. That was fantastic. Well done. Well done reaching that. Those are some incredible notes we got there. It's really cool. It's nice to have this change up in the second verse. Although I feel like this may be sort of a repetition of some of the lyrics or lines in the first verse. Kind of cool little guitar line here. There's so much happening in this track. You've got that main melody on like the sort of woodwinds that's being repeated every four bars, and then you've got these drums are just dun da da dun da da dun. It's got a really nice groove to a nice quarter note accent. They've got like a guitar solo going on. There's like an additional layer to the rest of the vocal takes, and that bass is really nice and polished as well. It was nice to have that sort of like low-key kind of vocal bit, and then for the rest of the instruments to kind of come out when he kind of gets to this sort of higher range part. Wow, what was that? Was that him on that side? Wow, there's so much going on, dude. Like, this is such an intricate composition. It's like a movie's going on. That da 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 bum 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 da 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 da, that repetition of that kind of verbal riffage there is really catchy and a really smart move. This guy's obviously been writing music for a little while. You can tell from his expertise and sort of polish and precision on display here. Swimming, losing my brevity or gravity, swimming my self-pity. So he's just really struggling to cope with all the events and how kind of frustrating and crazy things have been, and he doesn't know how to move on from that. And it's like a guitar solo that's kind of crying out in the background. This is beautiful imagery on this. Wow, we got some brass in there as well. How many different instruments do we have in this? Because there was also some sync and sort of sequences going on as well earlier. Yeah, the sequence is coming back in. Cool, so yeah, we've got audio recorded at Shelter Island Sound and Young Pals Music in NYC, filmed at Cherry Grove, Ireland amid the pandemic. Music produced by Ayhan Sahin, remixed by Tim Cox and mastered by Ryan Smith at Sterling Sound. Artwork concept by Bernadette O'Reilly, photography, album artwork, nice. And executive producer Bernadette O'Reilly. 2020 Young Pals Music, cool. Oh, we've just got an instrumental part now. Where are we going with this? Oh, we're just going for the instrumental kind of vibe for the rest of this. So it was kind of like a 3-minute single, but we've kind of put it out over kind of 5 minutes to kind of allow for the music to kind of sort of... The drums, Mike Sorrentino, bass guitar, Karas. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing these names, I'm trying my best. Karas, Patton, guitars, Emre Yilmaz, Jean Blanc, synth and piano, Rob Prus, and sax, Karas Patton. Oh, wow, nice work, Mr. Patton. Additional vocals by Keith Fluitt, Jerry... No, I wasn't done. Go back. Jerry Bocchino and Lauren Rathbun. Wow, okay, so there were like multiple vocalists involved here. This is actually a really cool concept. Ayhan Sahin, come and get me now. Kind of my understanding is that he's alone on the beach, as if, hey, I've got nothing more to give. I can't escape from this. I feel completely isolated. There's nothing for me here, but I keep going back to it. Also available on youngpalsmusic.com. Wow, there's a lot going on in this particular part of it. Okay, I mean, I really do have a lot of love for what was going on within this track. I think that the instrumental performances were really spot on. Everyone involved knew exactly where they needed to be, how loudly or softly, like the intensity and emotion required in order to express themselves as vividly as they did. And, Ayhan Sahin was excellent as a vocalist. He expressed the frustration, the animosity, the struggle, and sort of sense of helplessness that the lyrics conveyed. You know, it's a very stylistically cohesive performance. And there are a lot of differences in the direction that went on throughout this track, but I think it managed to sort of give a clear example of sort of like the inner sort of just contempt for the entire situation that Ayhan Sahin had. And in terms of the production, the studio mixing and mastering and all that, I think that was pretty spectacular too. I try not to comment on music videos when I watch them because I'm not as well versed in how to critique music videos. So that's, if you're wondering why I haven't said too much about the video, I enjoyed the music video. I just haven't said a lot about it because I'm not as knowledgeable about that. But regardless, I think that, yeah, I've commented on the vocal performances. He's got actually, Ayhan Sahin has actually got a really interesting vocal style. Like, to be fair, it's really intriguing. I have a lot of love for what he was able to bring to the table. I could understand clearly what he was talking about in most of the situations. When the vocals got a little bit lower, I had to listen very carefully. Just before that main sort of break and like the 2 minute mark. But all in all, very catchy. Exactly what you kind of need from like a pop kind of rock genre like this. I think that they're kind of really those melodies that are so impactful and so important in pop music really came together well with the sort of overdriven guitars and the drums and all that kind of stuff. I don't think this track would have gone as well if you'd had sort of electronic drums kind of throughout the whole thing. Hopefully this isn't too reflective of what he's gone through in his personal life. Hopefully things are going better for him now. I look forward to hearing more of his experimentation with his vocal styles and more of his music in future, because it's great to hear him really pushing the boundaries of what he's capable of as a singer and as a musician. Obviously, he's got some access to some pretty fantastic collaborators, and I got a lot of love for the decisions he's made in terms of getting this track written and recorded. And yeah, I will be looking out for Ayhan Sahin in future. But thank you very much for watching this review of Come and Get Me Now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do check out Ayhan Sahin's various social medias and YouTube page. I understand he's also on like Spotify and other platforms. And please do stay cool, stay safe, and remember, support your local musicians and artists at this point in time. We need to help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'll catch you in the next review. Spiderhands out.